Hello, welcome to Digital Iliad, episode 26, making an FTL-like in Godot. This is the third attempt at recording episode 26. We tried streaming on Monday, which is yesterday, and Friday, and there was some horrible problem that kept us from streaming well, so yeah, I finally fixed it yesterday after calling off the stream. We're finally back, so that's nice. I'm a little under the weather, so I might be a little quiet today, but we're just gonna keep working on our test ship for our visibility, like our cutaway system. So, I mean, kind of a quiet, chill stream today. Get back into the swing. Let's get to it. So these are our maximum extents here. We can kind of see I should probably leave myself muted because I'm making some sick person sounds. Oh, sorry, I left myself muted there. I was just saying we are offsetting our tile map so that we get the 0, 0 tile to overlap the origin. We will need to use global position. We need to make our layers. So how many layers are we going to want for this is the real question. I'm thinking we'll have one layer for the floor, one layer for the walls, one layer for the doors, and there's a fourth layer that we could do. Probably interactables. Probably have a layer for interactables. Okay. Alright, let's get working on that then. We also need to enable Y sorting. Floor. First floor. So the first is gonna be at the bottommost layer. Just walls. Inter is maybe not a good word for these, but it's short for interactables. All these decks, not floors, just decks. I don't know. Floor is good, maybe. Oh, we also need, we're gonna need like a top deck. Decks, walls, floors, walls, doors. Maybe I say like deck 1, floors. Deck 2, walls. Deck 3, doors. Oh no, these are all deck 1. Deck 1, deck 1, deck 1. Objects. Walls, doors, and objects. Okay, I think that's good. You could say decorations instead of objects. I would just say decos. Objects is fine. And we'll have the same thing for the other decks. It's a lot of layers we're dealing with here, but it's fine. Odaria, hey, welcome to the chat. What am I building here? We are building an FTL-like. We're building a game kind of like Faster Than Light. We're going to do kind of an isometric 2D version of the game FTL Faster Than Light by Subset Games. This is kind of a little cover art piece of like a Starship Bridge. This is kind of the art style we're going for. You caught me a little bit of a boring time where we are just working on making the vertical decking. So we're just making the system that lets us stack multiple vertical decks and cut our and like see into them. So we're still trying to figure out how we want to do that. So I was just about to build a new test map that's a little more complicated than this. So I'm laying out all the tile layers that we're going to need for it. Anyway, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. That doesn't sound boring at all. Well, I appreciate that. And I presume that you are also a Godot dev, or do you work in another engine? You're a Godot dev, amateur game dev, programmer but not game dev. Yeah, for sure. I too am not paid to make games, but that's awesome. Got a big project are you working on, or are you actually being smart, unlike me, and just working on small projects, game jams and stuff? I always get roped into these big projects. Let's see, what do we need to do here? Oh, so I am not calling this deck 0, I'm calling it deck 1. I should probably call it deck 0. You're working on a horror game jam project on itch? Oh, that sounds awesome. Month-long project? Oh, that's a nice amount of time. Two weeks is also okay for a game jam, I think, but a month sounds good. That sounds realistic. Like, life can get in the way and it's like fine. Deck 1 or deck 0? We're gonna call it deck 1. Deck 1, so 1, 2, 3. Well, that sounds really cool. Feel free to drop a link. I love checking out game jam projects. Did I say floor or floors? Is this project of mine a personal project? It's a solo project, but no, we're trying to make a real game here. We're still in kind of the more pre-production phase. We're trying to work out the controls. Just because I didn't totally anticipate the difficulty that this isn't isometric. This is like dimetric. It's like 4:1. So it's more of a side-on view than typical isometric, and it's creating some visibility problems. Because it's really hard to see, it's really hard to see behind the walls. So we're trying to come up with I need to come up with a better way of how you would view into the ship. We've done things before, like we've tried to make level layouts that kind of are more terraced. but I find that they're confusing, and they're like, I've tried to make it so you can see all of the areas of the ship without obscuring anything, and I don't think that's realistic. So we're just trying to make something, we're trying to figure out how to make a dense ship design like this, where it's multiple decks stacked on top of each other and it's really densely packed, trying to make it visible, like trying to come up with ways of seeing into it. So yeah, we're still very much in pre-production, just trying to solve some of these core problems, but this is definitely a long-term project for me. With controlled visibility, yeah. At first, I was trying really hard to make it so that the player could see everything all the time, using like level design to like make ship layouts, but it felt very constraining in terms of like limiting how many different possible level designs I could do. So we're going to try to make this work, where we have something that's densely packed, where you kind of peel layers away so that you can see further into the ship. And so that's why I'm laying out this new tile map. We're going to draw out an actual primitive ship design. Oh, you started your project 4 days ago? Oh, nice. You think this design feels better, gives the player an interesting management task as well? Yeah, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping that with a really dense, compact level layout like this, there will be some really interesting problems in terms of like directing your crew, and also maybe like doing other very Star Trek kind of things like rerouting power and stuff like that. It makes it because this game board is like, each deck is 16 by 16 and there's 4 of them stacked on top of each other. So that's like a pretty large game board. Like combinatorically, that's huge. So I think that creates a really interesting possibility space. Obviously not every tile is going to be used, but I'm more hopeful that that creates a really interesting design space. But I do need to solve the visibility problem, which is a serious problem. Okay, I think the layers are done, so I think we can start. I think we can start drawing something here. Yeah, this is a lot of layers, but I think it's gonna be good. I never use enough layers, especially when I'm doing art, so I'm like trying to be good and use layers this time. Let's start. So we need to start by putting down some floor. Interesting. Okay. I'm just gonna lay out the space and then we can start cutting it up. Gotta run. Get back to work in a bit. Catch up later. Yeah, I'm trying to stream weekdays from about 7:30 a.m. my time until about 9:30 a.m. So 7:30 a.m., 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. But yeah, oh, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I hope to see you again soon. Have a good day at work. Thanks for stopping by. Forgetting about layers. That's better. All right, let's copy these over to the upper levels. One, two, three, four. I feel like I'm doing this wrong. Why does this look weird? Is it a z-index issue? It seems like it. It's weird. Okay, so this one's right. I must have done something weird with the floors. Yeah, all the other layers are correct. Why is this layer wrong? I must have messed up the layering somewhere here. 3 floors, C index 3. Oh, Y sort's not enabled. That'll do it. Alright, well now we have a copy of our maximum ship extents. Sorry, I'm under the weather a little bit. Trying not to make any weird sounds. Okay, so let's start carving this thing up. Doesn't have to be smart, it just has to be a good test. Let's start from the top, I guess, and work our way down. I don't want to do anything symmetrical because I want to be able to notice if I'm rotating. So let's see. I think the interior space is 14 by 14. Is that right? Yep, okay, 14 by 14. So let's start carving this up into something. So let's make a room maybe here in the middle, like a 4 by 4. Start with that. Maybe we'll have a couple of lifts off to the side here. Is this not in the middle? No, it's not in the middle. Okay, that's fine. It's over by 1. Reconnect some stuff here. Can't I? Oh, I see. I really need like the auto tile painter thing set up for me. This is like really tedious to do by hand. Okay, and so then maybe we'll have a hallway. Stretches off this way. Okay. We can have a couple more rooms here on the side, I guess. Maybe have a room like here. Maybe another 4x4. Maybe we'll give this one another. Another airlock door, or, you know, a lift door over here too. Well, we're ending up with something that's kind of like pseudo-symmetrical, which is fine. Alright, let's clean up the edges of this. Draw some walls. Yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll look at how the painter thing works, the tile painter system works, because I really don't want to keep doing this. This is like the last time I want to have to manually paint in this kind of stuff. Yeah, let's look at the walls. Get rid of these walls. Oops. Need in some new walls here for this decking. Always H42. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. We're just kind of drawing out some tile map stuff. We're trying to test some stuff out here. We're making test maps for like a little isometric FTL-like game. Try to do something like this. I'm good. I've been a little sick, but I'm getting better. So apologies if there are any like sniffle sounds or anything on stream. I'm trying my best to limit that. How are you doing? I should really try to draw these from the back to the front. It's really going to be hard to draw them any other way. Sorry, but I didn't have a choice to do that. Yeah, I'm working on a game. I'm a game developer. Not, you know, that ain't my day job, but, you know, it's what we're doing. What's up? Yeah, shoot. We're just hanging out. Yeah, I don't want to have to be manually painting this anymore. Man. We gotta figure out how these patterns work. Yeah. You got my full attention, buddy. No problem. Yeah, I kind of want to put this on hold and figure out how those terrain tile pattern things work, so I don't have to do this by hand. Because it is not worth it to do this by hand. Yeah, because just doing this chunk here in the middle was like kind of horrible. Just having to lay that out by hand. You want to make a game, but you don't know much about making games? Yeah, there's definitely some good resources for that. I have some resources that I know about that I can share. Yeah, let's bring up the docs and let's take a look at the tile map stuff. Tile map's gonna be in here somewhere. All right, let's see. Handling tile connections. Pattern seems cool. But that's not exactly what we want. What we want is this, handling tile connections. We want auto tiling, that's what it's called. So creating terrain sets. It's cool that you can do connect and path. Probably want to use connect. Alright, yeah, let's look at this. Let's look at setting this up. So I would love to be able to just specify wall or floor and have it fix itself. Okay, so it used to be called auto tiling, and now it's called terrain sets. Cool. Match corners and sides, match corners and match sides, okay. Interested to see how this works for isometric. Okay, so we need to make a terrain set. Okay. Alright, I hope translate worked right. I won't read it out because it sounds like you're kind of sensitive that people hear about this, but let me hear your game pitch here. Okay. Sounds pretty cool. But your issue is you're not sure how to make this? So I have to create multiple terrains within the terrain set. That sounds like an interesting idea. You just don't know how to make it on an app. Yeah, I could see that being tough. Well, mechanically, it seems pretty straightforward. I mean, your biggest problem is that it's like going to be a multiplayer game. But it's simple enough. You could probably almost do it as just a web app. Probably don't even need like a particularly powerful game engine or anything. You could probably just do it as a web app with like a... Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know a lot about making web apps. I'm not really making a multiplayer game. No, I understand. I mean, there's some, I mean, Godot, which is what I'm working in right now, just recently came out with their own cloud multiplayer system. My W4 Games is providing multiplayer cloud support. So, I mean, I think Godot would be a good place to start. It has really good native 2D. I think Game Maker could also be good, but you might be more on your own for that. But I would definitely look into trying Godot for this, unless you want to just kind of go off the deep end and do your own web app. But it sounds like that's maybe not an option for you. But you know what you're saying so far, I think could be pretty simply implemented. And sorry if I'm not being super clear. I understand there's a language barrier. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking you could maybe do it as a web app, because it doesn't need to be, it can be asynchronous. Like you could be sending, you know, like a play-by-mail game. Like you don't have to, it doesn't have to be like real-time networking. So you could probably just do it as like, look at doing like a serverless like web app. Yeah. Because you could do a serverless web app with like even just AWS or something. Like they have an app, web app system. I forgot what it's called, but they have a simple system for creating web apps. And you know, if you're not trying to make it like too graphically intense, I don't even think you need a game engine to make that. This is mostly about just pretty simple interactions between two players. Yeah, I would. I mean, I don't know about your other options besides AWS, but yeah. Yeah, you could easily just set up like a serverless architecture in AWS to handle that. And it would just handle, you know, the basic back and forth between the two players. Or they have like 8 different solutions for any problem. They have like almost too much going on, but I'm sure there's also other ways of doing it. That just seems like the simplest way to me. Let me see if I can remember what their app system is called. AWS App Sync. I think it's called App Sync. Is that it? No, that's not it. Let me see. Let me see what. What's their web application? Amplify. They have so many. They have way too many products. I think it's Amplify. think that could be. I think their web app development system could be good. But yeah, I think that could be like a really simple web app. That'd be cool. Okay, yeah, you said. I'm sorry, there might be a latency between chat. I need to switch to the low latency mode. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that sounds really cool. I wish you luck with that. Sorry, I'm like trying to read through this terrain set thing. So I get how this works. This example is kind of frustrating because this example they have, everything is like adjacent, so it's like really easy to paint this. Yeah, thank you. Oh no, you didn't interrupt me. I'm still kind of sick, so I'm having a hard time focusing. Yeah, this person, they drew their tile map in such a way that all the pieces are connected, which is making it really easy for them to lay out the peering bits. It's kind of frustrating. Like, I think I get how this would work, though. I just need to be able to draw it for an isometric system. So I think I sort of know what I need to know to do this. It will only appear if all 8 neighboring tiles are using a tile with the same terrain ID. I see. 0 or greater, so that refers to... Should I watch the tutorial on this? Terrain set IDs and terrain IDs are different. That's maybe what's confusing me a little bit. Oh, okay, I see. Let's work on let's try setting up the floor first. Let's go into our tile set. Let's try to make a terrain set. So we don't have to care about match corners. We just have to worry about match sides because we're isometric. Terrains. Floors, I guess. Doesn't really matter what color. Okay, it's a little unintuitive because I assume the axes. Oh, let's just try it. Let's just try here. Terrain set, floors. What's the difference here? Connect mode. Yeah, okay, connect mode is good. How do I set these up though? tile set. Patterns, no. Tile select. Do I have to paint the property? I probably have to paint the property. Terrains. Terrain set 0. Floors. So now I can paint these. Oh, okay. Oh, they actually do draw it. That's wild. Look at this. That's cool. Okay, so they actually do make it better. So this one is supposed to be like this, I think. Because this is for the upper corners. And then this one is supposed to be like this. So it'll only happen if there's an empty space on that side. This can be on any side. I think I did this right. I probably didn't, but I think I did. So let's check it out here. Oh, I did. Okay, wow, that was easy. Is this for automatic floor tiling? Hey, Didine. Yes, I was starting to build our little test ship. I was starting to carve out a stupid test ship, and I was like placing this all by hand, and I was like dying. Oops. So I'm just painting it over here. Even though it's already in place, I painted this by hand, so I guess I should check another tile set. Let's just see if it works here. Yeah, okay, that works. That works in every case now. Beautiful. So we get our outline. Yeah. Yeah, I really felt like I needed to set up. I kind of want to erase this and start over because it doesn't seem like I get any indication that I'm using the tile set here. But whatever, it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's make one for the walls now. The walls one is going to be way more complicated, but now that I understand how it works, I think it's doable. Anyway, sorry, did I ask how it's going? I'm kind of sick, so I'm kind of unfocused today. You're doing well. Hope I get better soon. Thank you for that. I was really bad this weekend. I'm a lot better now. I thought I just had allergies, but like it's been kind of lingering. Yeah, it's like kind of a lot of pollen around, and we had a big storm that kicked everything up. This terrain system is awesome. It took me a moment to wrap my head around it, but it's super great. I guess it doesn't matter. So this one can be used when you're surrounded. So this can be used in any case. Actually, let's not use these. I'm not really sure why I drew these ones and not use those. This should be it though. Or let's erase this and redraw it using our terrain set and see if it does it. I'm hopeful. Oops. Oh, shoot. I think the wall one is a little more complex than I'm giving it credit for. I was a little too cavalier with how I laid this out. Okay, so I still need to be a little bit manual about how I do this. Shoot. This isn't totally working. Oh, I don't think I finished setting the tile correctly. Yeah, this one is wrong. So that. Weird. Okay, let's see if that did it. Think about this as an investment for future modding tools. Yeah, I'm trying to think that way. God, the scroll wheel. Okay, it's kind of working now. I think I was just I think specifying the piece was wrong. This shouldn't do this. Yeah, I think just specifying the connection points here is important. Yeah, it shouldn't be using you here. I guess being able to specify them sometimes is good. But why isn't it giving me all of them? Yeah, there's some weirdness here. Like, yeah, this doesn't make sense. There's a gap here. It shouldn't be showing the gray here. I guess I clearly don't totally understand. It's never selecting this one. No, it easily could. Maybe I'm setting too many bits. Maybe I need to be a bit more specific here. Because there has to be. Will only appear if all 8 neighboring tiles are using a tile with the same terrain ID. Oh. So it's very exact, huh? It's very exacting. I don't want to be that exacting, though. How do I have optional? Hmm. The parts you're painting are the parts that are required connections, is what I'm getting from this. So I'm basically, if I paint this, I'm saying this will only be placed if there is definitely a tile behind it, which is not what I want. I want it to be optional that there's a tile behind it. I don't want it to be required. I'm not sure how the optional part of that works, because right now this is only doing it. It's like it's either is or isn't, which makes sense for some of these. I don't know, let me see. Honesty. Oh, that worked. Hey, how's it going? Oh, it sort of worked. We're figuring out how to use the tile painter. It kind of works. Doesn't totally work. Kind of weird. This part doesn't make sense. Why this keeps happening. Why does that keep happening? It should be dark gray on the outside. How's it going? I'm good. I'm a little sick, but we're figuring it out. We're still doing the thing. Yeah, this is a little weird. I think I need to work a little harder to understand how this functions. It's not really giving us what we want. It's giving us close to what we want, like we're getting nice long walls. I'm having to iterate through it sometimes, though. I'm not getting anything that I want here, though. I don't understand why it only shows me some of these. It's a little weird. Mhm. I don't know how to specify optional. I also don't totally understand what the center bit is for. Like, why would the center bit ever not be present? Center only means it's not connected to anything. That makes sense. But you'd never have a situation where you've like selected another one and then left the center empty, I assume. Oh, you can't actually undo the center. Oh, yeah, you can. So like a pillar. Okay. That makes sense. I was thinking more like, would you ever have a situation where the center was empty, but one of these were like, but that wouldn't make sense. I don't think. But again, I'm struggling with why isn't there like a version of this that's optional? Like, why is it all or nothing? That's the part that's confusing me. Because like here it says, if a tile has all its bits set to 0 or greater, it will only appear if all 8 neighboring tiles are using a tile with the same terrain ID. So it's not like optional. It's not like a tile may or may not be. I guess I'm having some trouble with like this foreground one here. Maybe what I need, maybe I need to redo this tile map with the terrain system in mind. Maybe that's the problem. I think I made this tile set not realizing how the terrain system worked. And so I think I might just need to make a bigger tile set that more explicitly lays out these relationships. That seems like what I probably need to do. Well, let's look at that, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. That's fine. We can fix this. So we just need to redo this. So let's make a new one of these. How many more tiles do you think we'll need? I'm not sure. I mean, it's not that computationally expensive for us to just have a bigger tile set here. But I feel like I'm going to be duplicating these just for the purpose of terrain painting. Just like not amazing. Because like I need, like for this one, for the grayed out one, I need a version of it that gets placed, if there's just, yeah, I don't know. I need to fix this problem, which this should never be happening if there's an empty one on the outside. You should never see light gray on the outside. So let's see why that's happening. You don't think it's a number of tiles problem, since what decides if it's grayed out or not is if it's an outside or inside wall, which a tile map can't tell no matter the bitmap. Shit. You might be right. You're right, because it needs information about the floor, not just the walls around it. It needs information about the floor that it's on. Damn. But can't I also paint the floors onto this? Oh, look at that. Is this gonna do it? I did not think this was possible, but this is some powerful stuff. That's really cool. Shit, I think it worked. No, seemingly not. It seems like it sort of worked. Maybe not. Maybe it didn't totally work. Yeah, it shouldn't... This shouldn't be happening. Very strange. Maybe the answer is to combine the floor and wall tile sets into one. Maybe. That might ultimately be what we have to do here. I thought we had it. I thought we had it with this, with painting like this. Yeah, we might have to do something like that. It's like something like this shouldn't happen because there's no floor back here, so I don't know why that's decided to be an acceptable solution here. It seems to be able to tell. Like, as long as I don't have overlapping, it seems to be like this implies, this painting system implies that it can be like you need a floor here and a wall here, but we need like an optional color because like I don't care whether or not there's a wall here or here. Like it doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to me if there's a wall back there. Like I might need, yeah, because like this is the same basic thing like 4 times. So I might need to paint every possible combination out. Just a little rough. I'll probably try to watch some videos on tile sets today. Because I kind of just dove into this not really knowing anything about it, which is always the worst thing to do. Possibly the worst thing to do with streaming. Is just dive into something with no idea. Okay, that kind of helped a little. Not really. Seems random. Seems like it's randomly working or not. But it's cool that the tile map can be aware of the floor without being part of the floor. Because you can set the pairing bits to just whatever the terrain set ID that you want is. Without combining them, so that's cool. So the fact that we know that's possible, I think allows us to solve this. Just the question is whether we need to like lay these out for each possible combination, since it's kind of either or. Like this one can have a wall on both sides of it, or needs to have a wall on both sides of it. This one needs to have a wall here. Same with that. Yeah, I don't know. I think this will be nice, because yeah, I really don't want to have to draw these out by hand, and I want to be able to procedurally lay these out, but this looks like such a mess. Looks like such a hot mess. Let's just clean this up. Oh, so I'm painting them, but maybe they're not. Maybe they can't see the floor. Shoot. Let's try it this way, because I had them on separate layers, so I don't think it could actually see the floor. Nope. So that doesn't seem to do anything. That actually makes it worse. Maybe I can use the auto tiling for the floor, then use an algorithm to generate the wall tiles. Maybe. Okay, that actually made it worse, everything I just did. So maybe that doesn't work the way I think it does, because it was auto tiling the floor. It was retiling the floors based on where the... Oh no. How did this happen? How did the walls end up in the floors? Alright, let's see if I can fix this. Why does that keep breaking this? That's not like the relationship I've established here. Yeah, there's something I'm not understanding about this tile set painting thing. Source, because I feel like I'm specifying two different terrains, but it's mixing the floors together. It's repainting the floors as if the walls were also floors. So I thought if I painted like gold here to mean walls and this bronze here to mean floors, it would only do this if there were walls. But what it's doing is it's painting this one, which is the all floors one, if there are walls behind it. So it's not the terrain peering bits is not what I'm expecting. So that's unfortunate. So I need to look in a little bit more into what that actually means. I think this will work. I just need to better understand how this functions. If we can get it to be knowledgeable about both the floors and the walls, this will totally work. We just need to understand this a little more. Their example doesn't have anything to do with doesn't have anything to do with multiple terrains. But it should work because it's 0 or greater. I think I'm getting confused by terrain set and terrains being different things. Maybe not. Terrain set 0, terrain 0. I don't see that. I just see terrains. So this is terrain set 0. So the floors are set 0, the walls are set... Oh, the walls are... Oh. Oh no, they're both set 0. They're both part of set 0. So this is terrain 1, and they're both part of set 0. Yeah, the different color collision detectors seem to be a promising solution, because why else would they have different colors? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They're just not behaving the way I expect them to. Which, I don't know. I'll watch a bunch of tutorials at work today, try to figure this out. This seems like a promising solution, for sure. It's just not behaving the way I expect it to. So like if we look at this one's... terrain peering bits. Terrain 1, it says bottom right 0. That's not right. Maybe this naming convention is not what I'm expecting. Terrain set 0. I messed it up. It's supposed to be part of 1. Yeah, so I can say its bottom right should be a floor, because floor is 0. And it is a 1. Yeah, I think the fact that there's just a lack of optionality means that I might need to just enumerate every possible combination, which doesn't feel great, but who knows. Sorry guys, we kind of hit a brick wall here, but we're kind of at the end of our time for today anyway. I guess we could just lay out some more of the floors for the other test things. So I should graph out a stupid ship design. Okay, the national anthem, huh? Might be the song we end on. Alright, I'm looking up issues that people are having with this, like, multiple sets of tiles, so let's see this. Okay, I mean, hey, if you're the first to understand this limitation for isometric walls, maybe I'll be the first to make a tutorial for it and help the community. That's a good point. I do need some tutorials for my YouTube channel, so way to make lemonade here. But this is an old, oh, this is from not Godot 3, or Godot 4, this is from Godot 3. Right, 2022, December 2022. That predates Godot. Oh no, Godot 4 beta. Okay. Let's see what the problem is here. But this seems right. Oh, this is like a weird tiles causing other tiles to change problem. I don't think that's exactly the problem that we're dealing with here. Yeah, I think the fact that this is isometric is causing a lot of the problems. I'm gonna read this later, but this looks like maybe it's helpful. I feel like we have such a tantalizingly close solution. Like, this feels right. It's just not giving me the behavior I would expect it to. Maybe I'm not being exacting enough. It doesn't seem to be aware of the floor because it's on a different layer, which is unfortunate. But if I put it on the floor, then the floor becomes aware. And we still don't even get the right behavior for the walls. We don't get the right behavior for the walls, and the floors get messed up. Yeah, this is like very wrong. We're also not matching corners, which I don't think we need to for our solution. I also don't understand why the walls show up here on the floors list. Like, why? That doesn't seem right. Yeah, there's something about the sets that I'm not understanding. Oh my god. Yeah, why does it think the walls are part of the floors? How's the level coming up? We're running into some problems with the tile map editor, with the auto tiling system specifically. It is not behaving how we would expect it to. So yeah, I'm not sure how we're gonna do that. How we're gonna deal with that. I would like to get the terrain system to work just itself, but if it's not gonna work, we're gonna need to like figure something out. We'll need to have like our own tool script or something that can scrutinize the tile map and select tiles for us. But I would always prefer to use the built-in solution rather than make our own solution. Maybe we need to read some more documentation on terrains. Does terrains not have its own page? It's unfortunate. I would like a more complicated example that has like multiple terrains that are interacting together. I think I'm going to need to find a tutorial for that. I don't think I'm going to find that in the docs here. Unfortunate. Yeah, sorry. I think we've kind of run out of steam on this, and it's about 9:30, so... Sorry, we're all kind of sick here. Oh well, this has been a good stream. I appreciate everyone stopping by. Sorry I dove into a topic that I hadn't adequately researched. I just started carving. I mean, we had our whole big set, our like maximum extents are like 4 decks of 16 by 16, and I started trying to carve out what we were going to test on, and I just got so sick of laying out the walls and stuff by hand that I was like, I know what we'll do. We'll figure out how to make the terrain auto tiler work, and that ended up being a boondoggle here. But I appreciate everyone stopping by. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll do some research today, and we'll tackle this again tomorrow, hopefully with a little more wisdom and a little more preparedness. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate the kind words, Didine, and the support. And yeah, thanks for stopping by, everyone. And hopefully I'll get to see you again tomorrow. Oh, hi, Coding with Ellie. Thank you for tuning into the YouTube chat. That's really great. Sorry I didn't see that. All right, until next time.